evening, everyone. It is I, the greatest, the fantastic, the beautifulest cardboard you've ever seen. I hope you're all having a good week, a good day. It just started, but I hope it will get better if you're not having a good time right now. And hello everyone. Hello Haku, hello Bathrobes, hello Bazarek, hello Hamaz, and hello anyone lurking in the shadows as usual. I hope you are all having again a good day. We are jumping straight in today. So as you can hear, you heard the music of the game. I'm not joking, like, game is here, I am here, we go. We have no time to lose. Why am I so speed? Is that I feel I'm getting started. Yes, obviously. No, I feel I'm getting tired of the game. So that's a bad news for my very small brain that can handle not many games at the same time, and I'm getting bored and tired of the game. It's too long for the way that I stream, so we jump straight in. We have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. I already played, come on, I already played Clair Obscure Bazarek. I played it offline though. I played Clair Obscure when I was waiting for my new model, so when I did my big hiatus earlier this year. And it's one of the games that, I'm not gonna lie, I am glad I didn't do on stream, because I've seen so many people getting spoiled, so many things bad happening. I did. Play New Game Plus, maybe that could be fun. Yeah. I never defeated Simon. No, I did defeat Simon. I'm dumb. I defeated everyone. Did I bought it on computer though? Yes, I did. Now we go to the Gear Forest. We have a new area to do. What I was scared about Digimon right now is that we repeat every new area over again. Like, we kick the Titans, we try to cover up things. But yes, I did play Clair Obscure, and I don't know if it will be... Sorry for the phone sound. I do not know if Clair Obscure will be GOTY, because so many good games were out this year. There is Kingdom Come 2, there is Clair Obscure, there is Silk Songs, there is Death Stranding 2. Yeah, it's a hard year for the game of the year, yeah. Wait, why can't I see your... So there is a big Cloudflare problem. I think there is no FFZ emote or something like that. Is it dead? And hello, Ramos. I already said hello to you. You have to hello now. But yes, I'm scared of the game repeating itself. I hope it won't not. For now, every time there is like kind of a tiny twist. Things like that, so I'm hoping, I'm full of hopium, and I've been fulfilled with more hopium lately as man, Half-Life 3. Half-Life 3. 3? No, 3. I'm hoping for something that will never happen, I'm pretty sure. But yes. You haven't played Expedition 33 and you don't know about the story, but you hear this chapter. With every chapter there's huge lore drop. Absolutely. Yep, it's how the game goes. And even without the chapters, which are called acts, within those I feel like often, if you explore well, there is huge chunk of story given to you and nice things. Which stat we were hoping for this guy? Where is he? Speed, yeah. 601. Oh, he's Okay, he's not that far. I have hope for him too. Okay, you go back. Back to the farm. Let me put him here. It's Goblimon speed. And I think we had a golden poop. Or did we? No, we evolved him. It's Vademon. Yep. I'm gonna train you in speed. He's all alone. All this little planet, all for him. It's so sad. These are rocky numbers. You broke your first stream. No, it's okay. This stream streak thing is weird. I'm not gonna say it's good because some people enjoy getting more points. It's even more important for channels where points are main part of the entertainment and things like that. But for example, I'm also a viewer for other people's streams and I cannot stream all the time. And I missed someone's stream once and suddenly I had like a ton of, how is it called? Notifications going like, oh, you're gonna lose your streak in 6 hours. You don't want to miss that. Twitch. I cannot watch Twitch every time. Okay, calm down. I was like, so is this how viewers, well, you know, you see it this way and things like that? So I was like, it triggers kind of a FOMO style. So I was like, yeah, that's good. It's a good thing. But the FOMO thing being like, you're gonna miss out, feels out of the place for me. You may not care about American capitalistic backpadding, but I hope Death True wins. I hesitate, really. I haven't voted yet on the game of the year, whether it be Goody or anything else. Almost certain that Expedition 33 will have a lot of prizes, no doubt about that. But then for the big GOTY, I don't know. I love the fact that, fortunately, Expedition 33 kinda shaked the AA, AAA, how is it called? Sector, the activity and game creation about high prices, how much love you should put into a game and things like that. It would be a good, how can you say that? It would be a good thing for a game like this to win, because it's a AA. I hate that people calls Expedition 33 an indie game, because it isn't. It definitely isn't. But the fact that it shaped a little all of this, it's nice. Now, game is good. A lot of good things about the game. Does it deserve GOTY though? For me, it's definitely a game that I will remember for a lot of years. And it's one of the games where, even if I play again and again, I will never be able to get the first playthrough feeling, okay? There's a lot of games like that I love replaying them, I love playing them, but maybe the game sound might be high. Sorry. There we go. I'm putting it down. And where was I? Yeah, there's a few games like that where I will always hold a little place in my heart of my first playthrough, like Persona 3, Shadow of the Colossus, Ico, Shin Megami Tensei, Nocturnes. There is a lot of games that have a secret place like this in my heart. Expedition 33 is on it. Now, if I have to compare Death Stranding 1 and Death Stranding 2, for me, Death Stranding 1 had way more impact onto me than Death Stranding 2. I don't know how... I love Death Stranding 2. I love the story, the music. It was beautiful, so well optimized. It was fantastic, okay? But, in my mind, I prefer the first game. That's it. we can yap for hours about this. You really just thought... Sorry, I haven't read the messages, I'm so sorry. Oh, the boy have a skateboard and he must... Just gonna recover... I'm just gonna recover a little. And change the team. You really thought after seeing nominees, damn, all those cool games released this year. Yeah, we had a good year. 2025 was definitely good. 2026 will be also good because, you know, GTA 6, things like that are happening. I'm not gonna throw that info into the bus like this, but you know that I do watch closely recruitments for certain games and studios, notably French studios. And a game that didn't surface for 4 years now? 5 years? Was it 7 years? I don't remember. I think it's 3 to 5 years. We haven't heard any news about this game. To the point that we thought it was abandoned. They started a part of recruitment a few days ago. And that recruitment was in, I would say, 2/3 to last third steps of making a game. And this game is Beyond Good and Evil 2. So maybe this game tells you nothing, but it's an old game, and I think it was Ubisoft. I might be shooting my feet here. I don't remember if it's Activision. No, it's not Activision. Might be Ubisoft. They announced it a few years ago, and poof, never heard again. I think it was announced the same time as Elder Scrolls 6. I think. And yeah, no news. But lately I just saw a recruitment post about this. Hibishit is dead. Yeah, a few years. It was 15 years ago. A few years. Come on, it's nothing. 15 years is just a few years ago. Let me just change quickly. I'm gonna take him. And yeah, I just saw that. I thought like, yeah, I need to speak about this on stream. So which is why I'm just throwing it like this right now. And yep. You never had the FOMO notification? I had, and yeah, it's awful. Nano machine break. Ooh, who are you? I feel like I'm supposed to remember you, but I do not know who you are. Wait, I have the puppy doing puppy things. There we go. She's under my watch, and she decided to destroy my carpet once again. As long as she doesn't shit on it, as she did when she was younger, we are fine. But yeah, she's mischievous. She had a mischievous week. The puppy is currently in her I do not obey you type of her time. I think some of the phones folded. No, I don't have a Samsung phone. That's not true. That's not true. Yeah, sorry for the phone sound. It's often when I... Oh, oh, come on, okay. It's just that I have a flip phone, if you ever care. I do appreciate Samsung, even though it's not my favorite. But flip phones are very fun. I really like the games phone. Okay, we go to the village. But first, let's destroy everyone on the way. Expedition 33 falls in similar category as Elden Ring, Silksong and background. Baldur's Gate 3. Background 3. Patient, love, skill and good management. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. And it's funny because maybe it's... Oh, I don't think it has... It's a news that people knew outside of France. But did you know that some people try to shit on Expedition 33 recruitment and things like that? there are people who are like, yeah, I try to go into them to get recruited, and they refused me because I'm black, because this and because that, and they got shit on because they were like, oh, so they became famous, so you're trying to get your piece now. And everyone shat on them, being like, you're a piece of shit, don't do that. And they were proof of nothing about selecting people on recruitment and things like that. It's just that they were full, I think, at this time, and they didn't have the correct how is it called? The correct skills for what was needed. So it was funny. I don't think it was known internationally, that story, but on the French side it was like a big boom. The novelty is the virginity of the soul. You feel that with Unshrouded? That's great. That's great that there are people, that there are games. There are games that makes you like still enjoy games, you know? When I look at friends around me and things like that, often, unless it's breakthrough games such as Expedition 33 and other big games like that, they are getting tired of video games because they're like, yeah, it's always the same thing, it costs an arm, it's gonna be buggy as hell, I need to buy a new machine for that. And I'm like, yeah guys, you're fucking right, I have nothing to say against that. As again, we are slashing everything on our way. I've been hearing about Beyond 2 since the day of IGN Insider nearly 20 years ago. yeah. I think, if I remember well, the game was supposed to go out like 15 years ago. I think it was before even Duke Nukem. You know, the Duke Nukem, which was it? There were a Duke Nukem game that was supposed to go out at a certain point and it never released, and they redid the whole thing. It's the same shit that happened to Beyond Good and Evil 2. Oh, hello lady, can we have her on our team? She looks cute. At E3 in 2008, and it was announced again in 2017. Yeah, I did say 3 years ago, was it? But I remember the cinematic. Was it the last E3 year where you can hear the cat meowing? Was it the last E3 year where there was like Beyond Good and Evil 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake? I think there were another big game announced at that time. It was like the best year of E3 of all time, kinda shit, until it all went wrong. Oh my, how can it go so wrong? Ooh, a leaf. I love how my character only collects leaves, rocks and shit. Oh, also, in 10 minutes I will have to check on food because I cooked. Can you believe that? I cooked something, but I'm afraid it won't be good. Because I think in the recipe there is a missing step, and I never dare to go against a recipe because I always every time I go against a recipe being like, but shouldn't it be like this or add this? Every time I do that, it gets shit. so to avoid that, I follow the recipe at the letter, and I'm like, I think it's gonna be undercooked. So which is why I have to check it in 10 minutes. I thought I could be able to attack the one that is below, but I cannot. They try to shit on Elden Ring for UI, shit on Silksong for price, and shit on Baldur's Gate 3 for existing. Yeah, there are people who try to always catch the... When there is something big going on, when there is a new thing, when there is something where you can have a cash grab, or maybe, you know, just a few likes, There are people who instantly try to make it about themselves, or always try to twist it in their way. Often it's clout chaser, drama chaser, try to make cheese out of drama. It is often it's people like that, and I absolutely despise this mentality. It's fucking awful. If I ever do that, guys, you have the right to slap me in the face, okay? If you ever try to, if you ever see me doing this kind of shit, slap me. You have all of the right to commonly try to slap me from afar. You have the right to. Yeah, avoid scandals. Duke Nukem Forever, 14 years of development. Well, it was not 13 straight years of development, like you would go from conception to finalization of projects. But yes, in total it was 14 years. And I think Reddit... Was it Reddit or 4chan? I think it was 4chan as usual. For years, the initial Duke Nukem Forever game was a lost media. Because they were demo and the game was almost done, I think. But it wasn't released and made from scratch back again. And this version was lost to lost media, and I think someone posted on 4chan like a few years ago about the game once a while again. It's funny that people do that. You cannot go. Oh, okay, I can go this way. Okay. Think for using Palman Right Company XD. XD? Which year are we? I speak with XD because I'm an old shit. But a game out in 2025 shouldn't stay XD. You did not say that. What are we eating today? We are eating a one-pan pot in the oven of butternuts, mushroom, sausage, and gnocchi, with a little olive oil and some herbs in there. And I think there's supposed to be Parmesan at the end, like you put Parmesan right at the end of the cooking. But your kind lady here absolutely despises Parmesan, and because it's husband's favorite cheese, we have like a life supply of Parmesan in the fridge at all time. And I never put Parmesan onto the food. Maybe I can do it now. I think I can do it now. I never put Parmesan on it, but you're supposed to at the end. It's nice. It's a nice meal. It's a autumn meal. If you know the application Haku, it is on Joe. We do Joe recipe most of the time because we are not very good to conceptualize recipes. So I think I can do this. Come on, guys, I believe in you. I mostly believe in Metal Gremlin. Oh, yeah, reflect magic if you wish. Reflect magic all your life. I mostly do physical. That's... Okay, let me just check. Why is Metal Gremlin not using Giga Destroyer? Yeah, my boy. 5 to 6 years ago, you've seen a woman confused how to pay with NFC and thought that card reader accepted only from you, from the man. Huh? What do you mean? Like, she didn't understand how NFCs worked? Like, oh, the fact it's a secret data? Or was it like, for her, only your card was able to work? You thought Carton didn't like mushrooms? I love mushrooms. What do you mean? I even plan to grow my own mushroom very soon. I am destroying the dog. I'll be right back. Yeah, I think I forgot to mute. Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, I forgot to mute myself. As you can hear, I absolutely ground herself to smithereens. No, she's currently trying to destroy my carpet. She's lovely when she does that, but yeah. We have to buy her new toys once again. But yeah, mushrooms! I like them! I like mushrooms! What do you mean? And I said I was planning to make some. We are waiting for maybe news about the house. And it's a plan of all of the garden I wish to do. Yeah, I'm putting the dog outside of the office because she's going nuts. She has been very calm all day long, and every time when her husband is not here and I start to speak, even when I'm in meetings and things like that, she immediately starts to scratch everything around. The game says defeat. Oh, okay. I just went back. I'm fucking dumb. You cannot pass through. I thought you would. Okay, so the cat opened the door. The dog went in the office and she went next to me and she looked at me like puppy eyes me and she's like, no, you cannot you cannot tell me to stay out of the office now. I have the cat on my side. Those two, I swear to God, I am pretty sure now cats and dogs can communicate. Because those two, they always find a stable ground to do a shit show. When there is a door to open, when there is misbehaving to do, they are together. They are in it together. She got a Nero and you paid easily and you saw and heard. Is that because I'm a... And she looked hungry and walked away from the store very fast. Yeah, NFC is absolutely, yeah. Didn't work because she was a woman, absolutely. That's how it works. No. Why did it attack like 10 times in a row though? I have no hope. Why does he block though? It's gonna be a very long fight. If the Digimon block every attack, okay, he doesn't. Okay, good to know that I can go up to the boss now, but we are still not good enough. But yeah, technology is known to be selective about who can use it and who cannot. And it's funny because it's... No, it's not funny now that I think of. When I was in... how can I explain that? When I did my studies, it's a study that you can do in what we call alternance, which means you alternate between work and classes. So it was not my real program, but for example, you work in a company for 2 weeks and then you go to school 2 weeks and you go back to the company 2 weeks and things like that. So you can learn at the same time you can have experience and work in the work field at the same time. and I did that for my computing master. And now with the years, now with you know, when you grow, you start to have a different view on how things happened in the past. But I know for a fact that the team and the company where I was a shit show. Definitely a shit show of people doing casual racism, going casually, how is it called when you discredit women? When you discredit women in a walk of field and things like that. So a joke that often happened at work was that something wasn't working because I'm a woman. Misogyny? Misogyny. Is it misogyny? Yeah. I just call that hatred against women and uneducated people. So a joke that often happened was that if something is buggy, if something is not working, it's because I'm a woman, and a lot of things like that. A lot of funny things often, like I shouldn't go against the machine because it's a man's job. We told me to sometime go make dinner or go make lunch for the team because I'm a woman. That I shouldn't try to repair computer because my understanding would be better with washing machines. So I have nothing against this kind of joke, okay? I am someone who joke about everything and anything with anyone. It's a joke. One time, it's okay. 2 times, fine. But when it's someone that told you a joke like this 2 times per day, all the time, it's what we call harassment. And I think it's a fine line that people do not understand sometimes when they're like, oh, woman, you cannot joke about anything, you cannot say anything to them. No, you can. But when it's a 10 time in a day that we heard shit like this, where in our brain it starts to make us feel we are less intelligent, we are less than our masculine parts and things like that. This is where it goes wrong. This is where we have to educate people of being like, yes, you can joke. It's a joke, but not when you do it 10 times and we tell you to stop. Oh, are we gonna defeat the big 3 again? I'm gonna recharge my team before. It's not jokes when it's systemic and everywhere, absolutely. And so I had that because I was a woman, okay? And something that saddens me even more, I had someone who was also in an alternate, like me, work and school. He was fantastic soul. He was a father. He was fantastic. He was very professional and everything. And he was black. Okay, I hate to tell people. Yeah, I knew someone. I hate to tell someone per their ethnicity. But for the context, he was black, okay? And this man had jokes about his skin color almost as much, if not even more than me as I had as being a woman. And it went as far as he going to human resources, telling them that it's not okay, it's not good, there's something to stop. He's been to the director of the company, telling him people should stop and things like that. And now I need you to hold your horses. Oh, that was a quick fight. And unfortunately, what happened is that direction thought it was nice to get everyone, it was a small company, to get everyone somewhere, to tell them it's not okay to do those kind of jokes because it can hurt. And the problem is that I was the only woman on the team. He was the only black person on the team. So when direction says we should not joke about the sex, the gender, or the color of someone on the daily basis at work, and the problem is that everyone took it as a joke. And it was so much of a joke that every time someone was reprimanded for it, they were like, shh, we cannot say anything today, and they were saying it out loud to us. And worst part is that none of it stopped. I still had comments about my gender, my coworker still had comments about his color. It was awful. We both left. We both left. we ran very far away from this company, and at first I didn't see it as... For him, I knew it was racism, it was common racism and things like that. For me, I didn't see it as misogyny at first. For me, it was kinda jokes, until I spoke about this to my husband, and that every day I told him what people told me, and he was like, that's you know, that's not normal. you know, it's okay to joke and things like that, but saying that every day to you, that you're working badly because you're a woman and things like that, it's not jokes. And I was like, ah? Well, okay. Okay, so he was sleeping once again. But is he still drunk? That's the question. Back and bathrobes harassing somebody. No, it's different because the high back, I'm back, high back, I'm back throbs and things like that. It's what we call repetitive comic, which means you always say I'm jokes, etc. And it's also... Wait, they have been poisoned too? And why is the puppy here? What are you doing here? Aww. And what was I saying? Yeah, no, it's repetitive comic. It's nothing like this. It's not the same because you are not pinpointing it to someone. Oh, it's sad. Anyway, you're not pinpointed to someone specifically by doing those kind of jokes. Oh, and we go back in time because Shadow is here. Okay. What do you want? What do you want? Are you asking for huggies? Oui. Yeah, she wants huggies. Yeah, when you don't compare to others, you may not see it as not normal. Yep, absolutely. And it's sad because I'm in a walk of field where... Oh, it's Chronosman. Okay. I think it's Chronomon. Are we gonna have the little theater paper thing again? And I'm in a walk of field where there is not that much women, unfortunately. But every time I've met and spoke with women in this walk of field, we often met with first the imposter syndrome, which is more prominent in women than in men, mostly because of this. Mostly because we are like, a woman shouldn't be behind a computer, she should be in the kitchen, things like that. And it makes me... It conveys into your mind of being a lesser being, a lesser educated, a lesser person than other people's. And it happens in a lot of places, in a lot of sectors and things like that. Misogyny and other discrimination are hard for many to realize because our system is built with. Absolutely, absolutely. And I was educated, so how can I say that? I don't know if it will speak to anyone, but there is like old school education, boomer education type of style, And I was educated nicely by my mother with good values and things like that. But when I went with my father, I was educated with his very old mindset of the woman has to do everything at home, she shouldn't be educated, and a lot of very wrong way of thinking. So for a long time I felt like this too. And for me it was normal because I was just educated by him, you know. Aww. Okay. So that just make the drunk man drunk even more. Yeah. Yeah, we were here. We saw that. Which is why, when I see people trying to, for example, taking Expedition 33 example of people trying to nitpick the company selection on recruitment, thing like that, being like, oh, I was a person of color and things like that, and when it's proven wrong, I'm always like, man, doing this discredits people who have this kind of experience, people who those kind of shit happens to them. I had a lot of recruitment going good and wrong because I was a woman, just because of that. It's sad, but I know that for now it's less, but for a while, for like 5-10 years, if you were a woman working in the IT field, you would be kinda recruited more easily than a man. And I think it's still kinda here, but not very much because currently the work is crumbling everywhere, even in IT. But yes, it's happening. And so this is why I say it's good and bad, because I still think it's a shit way of thinking. Being like, oh yeah, we're gonna recruit her so she can make our woman quota in the company and things like that. And a lot of people did their social media good selling by telling, oh look, our team is composed of person of colors and feminine and masculine people, and just, you know, to have a good aspect online, while behind the scenes they are just as shitty as any other. Which is why I say it's good and bad. Because it's good, because as a woman you get a little push for being recruited because you're a woman in a field that was closed to women for a very long time. But then being recruited because you are a woman discredits completely your skills, work, studies, everything. And I think it's also awful. I think I have enough to convert now. I need to convert some. It's positive discrimination, yep, definitely. It's a word for it. But positive discrimination is still discrimination. Positive or negative, it shouldn't happen. I have the doggy doing everything in her power to annoy everyone in the house currently. I don't know if you can hear the other cat. She's not happy with the puppy. She hates it. Absolutely hates it. Like, puppy cannot approach a cat. But yeah, positive discrimination is still discrimination. There is nothing positive into, we're gonna recruit you, not for your skills and not for what you are. No, not what you are, I mean in terms of education and skills. But just because of an aspect of yourself that you have no control control over with, such as your gender, skin color, ethnicity, things like that. But there is... How can I say that? There is still good... I have something in mind, and I know it can be interpreted weirdly. But for example, there is ways that positive discrimination can be good. For example, for people who tries to enter, to have a new wife. Sorry, my brain, yeah. Sorry. I had a fuse up there that just fried. No, for people who are trying to enter a job with not that much experience and things like that, sometimes it can help, but it shouldn't be the main point. I don't know how. I think I'm explaining it very badly. I'm pretty sure I'm explaining it like shit. Not an ideal thing, but still better than not having access to this job like before. Absolutely! Yes, thank you. You've put into better words that I had in mind. It's a first step toward greater acceptance of inclusiveness. Thank you. You are the words that I cannot say. Thank you. Lotusmon. I hope no one have a problem with holes on stream because... Oh, what? Froraman can become this lady? Okay, so this time we went back in time previously than the time we arrived in. Okay, nice. Nice, nice. But it also means we have no power over the time control thingy. So as our false brother said, it's not good. It's definitely not good because it means Agiosmon can fuck the game up. Sorry, back to deep conversation again. You're more of a meritocracy guy. Does your meritocracy take into account second chances? By that, I mean that I have all of the process and everything in French in my brain. There is something called, I'm gonna call it class seclusion. It's absolutely the wrong word, but bear with me. If you are born from low education parents, you have a possibility, a probability, a higher probability of not doing higher studies, higher school, and things like that because your parents were in low educated area, low education thing. Okay, it's a thing. Problem with meritocracy and second chances is the thin line between who deserves not, what makes someone more favorable to do something and things like that. And I have the second chances mindset about imagine someone who fucked up completely the studies. They did it, but it's absolutely not what they want to do and things like that. And they want to try anew, but they cannot do studies again because it costs money and things like that and time. So instead, they try to apply directly to companies that are recruiting in the sector, in the field sector that he would love to work because it's his hobby, it's his passion, it's something that he wants to look into. Now, imagine you have the two recruitment profiles. Someone who did the studies for this and have not a lot of experience and things like that, and someone who didn't do the studies but seems very motivated and things like that. Who are you gonna take? Someone who has the merits of have done this school, the correct school courses, or someone who didn't but wishes to have a second chance? And this is where the thin line for me between second chances meritocracy appears to be. I was born from a very poor family, with poor parents, with low education, and in my unfortunate life, I was fortunate enough to do long studies. I have like 7 years of long studies behind me. And I'm streaming online! No, the joke is not here. And now would I say that I merit better than someone who did a 6-month cursus to learn what I do? Good luck to them, but to do what I do, I would say it depends, because if it's for a job where they have, I don't know, a hick, they are more, how can you say that, motivated to do it and things like that, I am more into the second chance type of person, more than someone who did studies for this. And it's something that happened to me. Some people were choosing for jobs I applied to, even if they had lower, how do you say that, lower studies. They got the job instead of me. I'm absolutely not mad, because if they choose him, it means that they maybe saw something in this person that I didn't have. Maybe soft skills, maybe analysis mind, maybe critical mind, thing like that. Or even other skills too. Which is why meritocracy, I do not know. Depends on the crime. It depends. Betrayal of trust, death. That's a little too much. Okay, I was saying maybe I have some, yeah, I have some Kiwimon to convert. I knew it. Depends on the in-company tests. It depends if the company does in-company tests. Okay, I'm gonna put the dog out again. Wait! It's been 20 minutes. Wait. Be right back, chat. I have to check on the food. Enjoy yourselves. I am back in 5 minutes. No time for camping, I'm already here. But yes, all of that yapping. I like to yap like this while, you know, just playing in the background. It's fun. Even more on a game that I can disconnect my brain. I'm just gonna... Can I... Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanna try to train a little more. So I'm gonna go this way. To be able to convert more, maybe get something else. Because I still think we are kinda... Okay, that's... I'm not gonna lie. That is an annoying part of the game. If I want to go back and just farm, let me be. Okay, I know there is something of importance, but come on, we control time, we do not care. But yeah, I checked on food, and I'm glad to announce that it is good. And one of the ingredients I forgot to tell you was onion. There is onion on the meal. And I was scared of the recipe not going well, is because of the gnocchi. They are fresh gnocchis, but for me, they need a little bit of moist to be able to cook properly. But I forgot that the mushroom I used will give a lot of water and moisture. So they gave a lot of moisture, and the sausage too. So enough for the gnocchis to take on the taste, plus the butternuts. It's very good, very good. I tasted it, nice. I just put it like 5 minutes more into the oven, and then I will eat it at the end of the stream. I will devour it. But yes, I cook. I cook. It's funny because I never eat butternuts. Like it's... I don't know how to say that. Anything that is what is the word, like zucchinis, butternuts, and things like that. I always eat some, and I'm done for a whole year. Like I cannot touch it again for a whole year. Like it's okay, I'm done with it. Type of thing. You don't know if that second chance more than just a society that favors education and level 3. Yeah. 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 It depends. It depends. Like for example, in my idea of giving everyone a chance, there is an example for people in reinsertion after doing in prison and jail and things like that. Depending on the crime, obviously, because people being reinserted after they kill someone, it's absolutely something I do not understand. Voluntarily kill someone. But for people who did lesser crimes and showed that they are doing good, they are doing okay, they can do good, for them to be reinstated into society is so fucking hard, to the point that there is certain companies that help those people for a while, so they get a house and get on track and things like that. Everyone could complete a degree. As you've seen in programming, you attend to and sewing, textile industry, you're fixing textile. You look more for adaptability and attitude. Not true, but yes. Maybe where you are looking for bathrooms. But for the last years, there have been, for a very long time in France, there had been more job offers than IT people. So IT people had the choice, and they could be picky with the job they wanted. And currently, for like 2 years now, it's going on the other side. The market is trying to stabilize, and unfortunately, there is more people that wish to go in IT than jobs. And for various reasons and things like that. For now, from what I've heard and what I've seen, skill is number one needed in IT, no matter the field. And then it would be, how do you say that? Autonomy. So maybe it's what you think by adaptability. For me, it's autonomy. The person has to be autonomous in the terms of they should not need someone to kick their asses twice a day to tell them that they have to do this task and this task. They can do and conceptualize their own tasks and planning and things like that. Well, then it depends again your level in the IT system and things like that. But more and more they are looking into people who have good IT skills. Currently, juniors cannot enter the IT market. Unfortunately, it's almost closed off to any junior. For seniors, it's kinda okay, but they are looking into if you are old school or new school type of programming. And then there is attitude with the team, there is personal skills, soft skills, and are you autonomous or not? Do you need people behind you? Can you do things in a team, things like that? Because a lot, so many IT people I've met, like, either it be junior or senior. I've met people who are so entitled, like, because they are in IT, they think they can do everything by themselves, and they never ask for help. And when it's been 3 weeks, you have been asking them to do something, and they haven't because they didn't ask for something. It drives me crazy to the point that I'm considering murder sometimes. Which is why I'm happy. I'm so happy to be able to work with myself. I can work in a team. I have absolutely no problem with that. But I'm so happy to be able to work by myself, with myself in... Currently I'm in a team of 2-3 people. But I'm freelancing. So if something goes wrong, if someone tells me something that doesn't itch the correct way, if they do not do their job properly or anything, I open my mouth and I say it's wrong. And I've did it. I've did it for so many people. Ooh, GameCube time. Hello, Fael. Welcome back. Thank you again for the raid. 2 people are
raiding the card for thanks to failed mimic.
Fail, hello, and hello, Fail team. What are your names? I forgot your names. I love your lovely names. Was it the failures? I think it was a failure. And welcome. Hope you're having a good day, and I hope your stream was good. Let me shout you out again very quickly. I say again because for me, when I stream, it's even if it was Friday or Tuesday or Thursday or Wednesday, it's always so close to each other. Let me do this. So, Fael, we were speaking about job and education and things like that. We're having a good yap while I'm trying to run through the main story of the game. Ballbeat! I think I heard this game was good too. Isn't it the gambling game? Isn't it the gamba? I hope the gambling was good if it is the gambling game. And let me just read what you read. Not worry, there's also the ingredients you will never touch. which are... Or will only take you parmesan. What is it with parmesan? Guys, how can you like parmesan cheese? Okay? I appreciate cheese that smell. I appreciate cheese that tastes, okay? I am a cheese enjoyer. I have no problem with that. I've ate Marwal. I hate Conte. I ate very, very old Camembert. I hate so many cheese. Parmesan smells like feet. It's the only cheese in my smell, in my smell check, that smells like feet. So every time I sniff this, I'm like, you know, like, who didn't wash their feet for 3 days and bath in water? Like, it smells like if you go walking and there is a tiny hole in your shoe and your sock gets moist or wet a little, and you continue to walk for a whole day, and at the end of the day, the smell of this would be the smell of Parmesan in my mind. So let me read chat a little, because we've been speaking about food, we've been speaking about education, we've been speaking about goatee, a lot of yapping. I said no yap, but I'm just yapping. Mushroom can also be roasted in the oven until golden brown or fried in a pan in butter and oil till dark and golden. It depends on which mushroom. There will also be to be rehydrated with cream. Oh, I love that. Wine, etc. Whatever the process is required. Yeah, I love mushrooms, but one of the mushroom I absolutely love is I'm simple girl. It's the cep and capre. Capre isn't considered. No, it's not a mushroom. No, it's not. I'm fucking dumb. No, I love Paris mushrooms, cep, and there is another one, a dark one that trumpet. I love trumpets. And I thought maybe for this Christmas, I asked Santa to offer me a book about shrooms and how to recognize them in the nature and to collect them outside. Because mushrooms are fucking expensive, but they grow everywhere. So I was like, I'm gonna take them. Oh no, not an ad with a squeaky toy. Oh no. You just finished making some French onion soup? Wait, is onion soup... Is soup à l'oignon... Is it French? So, fun fact, I never had onion soup. Never. I don't know how to make it. In my brain, I cannot even process how to make soup out of an onion. I have no idea. It's to tell you how bad at cooking I am. I have no idea how to make a soup. For me, unless you put something in water and let it sit, it cannot make soup. So there we go. Let me scroll a little to read your message, guys. The director you talked face to face was looking for seamstress. You don't know the neutral name. Okay. That work with energy. This company worked with contract forms. They pay per clothing created, so people were not on payroll mostly. Oh, okay. So they were like having to do a certain amount of clothes to be paid. But that's why you need to have energy. We have jobs like this that have kind of the same aspect but hidden. For example, there is delivery people who has to deliver a certain amount of deliveries to be minimum paid, and then it's extra. And cashier, I think, in certain companies have, well, it was back in the day, had to pass a certain amount of items per minute. Otherwise, they would be scolded for being too slow. It's the only type of job where I can think that you need to have a soft skill or something doing with energy and things like that. You were yapping about business? Me too! It's a pinball roguelike? Okay, I might have to check this out. Oh, can you hate cheese? No, not hate. I hate like A-T-E. I love cheese. I'm a cheese lover. There is cheese in every meal. There's no problem with that. But I hate Parmesan. Parmesan is my nemesis, and I cannot understand how people like that. Late failure raid. Yeah. I'm raised really French. Maybe not, you know. This is why shoes are bad. So you would prefer walk with socks outside? We're talking about mushrooms. You harvested some really nice chicken of the wood and some morels. Morels! It's morels! What is the name for morels in French? Morels. I have the... I'm gonna check this out. Morille! Motherfucking morille! When I was a kid, I was afraid of morille. Morels. Because... It looks like a sponge, and I thought it was a sponge. And I don't like eating sponge. I don't know if you do like, but I don't like eating sponges. And chicken of the woods, I do not know this one. Which is it? Oh yeah. Okay, so this one, I'm not sure we have it around here. I've never seen it. But I think it's known. Poulet des bois. Yeah. What would I expect from something called chicken of the wood being called poulet des bois? Oh, I love mushrooms names. But yeah, I need a book to differentiate mushrooms and might getting it for Christmas. I don't know. I will see. You think French onion soup is a specific style of making onion soup? Why is it French then? Is it gonna revolt if you do not do it correctly? Do you have to put it into a baguette? Why is it French? You can soup anything if you try it hard enough, but how? How? Is it just mixing thing? Like a smoothie and boom, soup? Is this how it works? You live by yourself and you're forced to cook for yourself every day. Me too. Me too, but fortunate enough, I live by myself and another human being, and we decided that most of the time, because what I cook is not edible, the other human being have to cook. This is what, after years of not understanding why we do not like to eat and eat so badly and always outside, after years we found out why. Is that because I cannot cook? I cook badly. I often forget things in the oven, forget things in the pan, overcook, undercook, forgot to cook. So we decided it's the job of the other one. I have to make things that should not go as further as just cutting things, put it in a pan and forget in the oven. It's the maximum I can do. You only know how to make a bone broth. I don't know how to do that either. I tried one time and it tasted like if you tried to put chicken flavor into an ice cube. It had no flavor, no grease, nothing. It was like flavored chicken ice cube. I don't know. I think you can. I don't know what's so bad. Oh god, let me scroll. I'm so far behind. There was no minimal paid. Okay, so that's a problem then, bathrobes. Because definitely then, if you do more, you're more paid. If you do less, you're less paid. And for me, there should be always a minimum pay. Mori, yes, it's Mori. Mori is nice. I like the flavor. Isn't it like a little of a noisette? What is noisette? What is noisette? Nuts? No. I forgot what is noisette. It's very important to differentiate mushrooms. I know. Which is why I do not touch or collect any mushrooms ever. And in France, there is something fantastic that if you collect mushrooms outside and you're uncertain of the type of mushrooms they are, mostly because you forgot or you're unsure or they might be a subspecies or something like that, you can take your mushrooms to the pharmacist, and the pharmacists are how can you say that? They are competent enough to tell if the mushrooms is edible or not. So it's something that happened when I was younger with my dad. He was collecting mushrooms, and sometimes there were mushrooms that he was uncertain of. So he would take them to the pharmacist, and for some pharmacies they have a book they refer to, but they were an old man that was like unfazed and could detect and recognize any mushroom and be like, yeah, this you can eat, this you can eat, this you should quite cook it a lot. Has no flavor, but go for it if you wish. And it's funny. It's funny.
Yes.
But I love mushrooms. It's so good. You never look into why it's called French onion soup. Yeah, I would like to know why. I would like to know why. It was implied that if you sew 10 simple clothing in 5 to 6 hours of work and mostly smoked and talked with other, it's not a good thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's... Don't worry, it's the same in any work field. If at work, I had people like this. If at work I have someone that in the day sigh, like they are in the chair, looking at the window, sighing, doing one task out of the 3 to 5 they should do in a day. Often I had people who were scrolling or even reading a fucking book at work when they had tasks to do. Yeah, those people drive me mad, very mad. Okay, first off, why was your soup cold? And how did you get a cold bone broth? Oh, so... for the bone... Wait, maybe I'm confunding. Bone broth. So, when I do any kind of broth or anything bone related, I froze it after to keep it. Like, for example, I try to do the flavor cubes, food flavor cubes, that you can put into your pan and everything, and it has all the flavors you want. And those shit were so salty that I would never touch it again. And so this is why I think I'm confunding the bone broth to those kind of cubes of flavor. But bone broth, often I froze it to be able to use it later, and when I tried it was just like salt and chicken flavor ice cube. Nothing good. Nothing good out of it. I'm just gonna check if I can defeat, if I need to defeat the... Yeah, no. Cannon Beamon, yeah, I'm gonna check and see if I can defeat the Cannon Beamon that is out there just to get them.
Yes.
Yeah, I can. Okay. You're confusing reading a tutorial about French onion soup. Anything French is by default complicated. It's how it goes. Wait, let me read quickly. I cannot. You get that chanterelle in nearby forest. They're called there foxes. Oh, that's a cute name. Foxes. Chanterelle is nice. So you're not closer understanding why it's called French onion soup. It dates back as far as Roman times. Damn. It seems it to also be because it was so cheap to afford onions for the French populace at large. Yeah, I think potatoes, wheat, eggs, and onions were a very big part of French food for centuries, and mostly for when times were hard, because we didn't have hard times back in the day. Nowadays, we live so easily, we have so many food to taste from. I'm joking. Although in 1393, a rich household recipe was publicized because it used ginger. Ginger, not ginger. What am I doing? Ginger. Ginger and saffron. Saffron? In 1393? Yeah, Indian Road was open, I think, already. Saffron always has been a very big delicacy, if I remember, in terms of spice. Why would it be like a known recipe? Yeah. Saffron was worth its weight in gold. It's still the case here. Bone broths are meant to be used quickly. Oh, ginger. Yeah. Excuse my brain for that. Don't you guys like ginger? It's ginger. It's gingembre, right? I think it's gingembre. It's always hard for me to translate things like this in my brain. Even more when I have two neurons fighting each other. Every time I quit the menu in this game, it stops. I need to check if the game was made in Unreal Engine. Because if it was, there is an Unreal Engine problem that happens in a lot of games. That is awful. And I've seen no one speaking about that. Okay, we cannot smash this one. Oh! Nice! Yeah, I know, saffron has to be collected by hand because it is, I think it's the pistil of the flower, so I don't have the word in English, I'm sorry. It's the reproductive organs, I think, of the flower, which is why it's very, very, very expensive. And I'm not gonna lie, I had saffron a lot of time in my life. Okay. And I had the chance to go into very, very, very fancy restaurants, gastronomical restaurants, and some of them did use saffron, like saffron sauce, saffron thing, and thing like that. I have the palate of a Doberman. I cannot taste saffron. Really, like, I cannot taste it. Even if I gave everything I had, I couldn't taste it or discern the taste. So for me, I think husband said that he could feel it, but not really. But for me, it's like something expensive for nothing. Imbir? Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine! let my accent out of this description, okay? My brain is fried from today's work and everything, okay? I need a breather. It still is a word in English. Palate. 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 If I ask for clarification, it's not the action. I have audio processing issues. Oh, welcome to the club! I'm sorry. I will try to articulate better then. I will try to adapt and articulate. But yeah, it's thank you for telling it. Thank you very much. But I know for a fact that I have an hard accent, and that accent gets worse and worse by the day and by the hours. So I'm sorry for that too. I will try my best. I will try better. Articulation doesn't matter. You have phantom audio. Oh, what is it? Okay, I'm. If you do not mind, explaining what it is. If you mind, I will check it out later by myself. I never heard of that. Because I have like in audio processing issues, which is why I can relate a little. I am tone deaf. I am medically tone deaf. So there is certain notes, either it be in singing, in speaking, in music, in anything, that I cannot hear. Like they are not here, and I cannot replicate them in my mind. Which is funny for people, because when I try to sing back a song, or, you know, just hum a song, people will be like, wait, are you like singing half of it? Like one note over on two or thing like that? And no, it's because I do not hear the rest of the music. So it's funny, because for me, what you hear, I do not hear it the same way. It's also why my voice tone, is very flowery. I don't know how to say that. I never stay in the same kind of tone all day long, even in French, even in English, no matter what. It's because I cannot distinguish higher notes to not higher notes. I don't know how to say that. And which is why mostly it's weird. But Phantom Audio seems weird. Your brain throws whole unprocessed conversation at you at random. So you suddenly hear multiple conversations. Okay. So I have two questions. One, does it mean that your brain have like a RAM and stocks conversations and give you them back later, even if you already had them and know you had them and things like that. And the second question is, do subtitles help with that? Because I hesitated for a long time to put subtitles on my streams, but because of my accent, it gives very weird outputs. But since the last time I tried it, maybe now it will be better. And I fought for a long time to put subtitles. So if it helps, I might look into putting more subtitles into the stream. You don't get why it does that either. It does seem to have a buffer of unprocessed conversation. Subtitles do help, okay. Okay, yeah, I've been thinking of it. One of the times where I tried subtitles were when I don't remember, when I played Elden Ring randomized. There were days where I had TTS because I was trying out TTS for days where I had very, very, very low energy to even speak in English when I was very sick. So I thought of maybe having TTS and subtitles would help. So maybe I should put them back. Yeah. Current subtitle systems struggle heavily on accents. If I do so, I might push a little further the subtitle thing. It would be trained on my accent. It will be my own LLM and trained on my way of speaking. It's kind of the same way as people do their own TTS with their own voices. I think Nianas did that, Lord Elsan did that, I think Kono, CDogVA did that, and many more streamers. You can take the same system and train it on my own voice, to detect what I wanna say. And I worked with IA before, so EA, AI, I think it's in this order. Zinjibir, Imbir is a name in Russian. Oh. Yeah, okay, so I will try to look into doing subtitles. I will try to do it. It's something I always fail about streaming. I don't know, maybe for you it's the same thing. I love to discuss and debate about everything and anything in my chat, which is why we kinda do not be like, oh no, you cannot speak about that. There is obviously subjects that are close to discussion and things like that, but I always love to discuss about everything and anything with people in chat because there is so many different opinions, so many different people from very various places of living, sometimes from places I've never even heard of. And we are always here to exchange, and I found that fantastic because I'm learning every time. And if not every time, at least once per week. At least once. Hello Zashu, hello, welcome. Hope you're having a good time and a good day. And I hope my incessant yapping is not too bad for you. So a bit of clarification. The conversations that are unprocessed are usually the one that happens around you or when you're hyper-focused and stop processing audio. Wait, I need to reread that. Oh, okay. Okay, so if I understand well, it means that if for example you are at a family gathering, multiple people are speaking at the same time, and you're having a conversation with someone and things like that, it's going okay, and then suddenly you start to speak with someone else, and you will have chunk of things that people said next to you going through your brain at the same time you are currently speaking to the other person. It's so interesting. It's so I'm saying the word strange but not in in a medically interesting aspect and not in any other aspect. Background noise, in other words. Okay, okay. Conversation that you're not involved to, that's pretty good example of how it works. Okay, I see. Thank you. Thank you for explaining it to me. Because I know some people who have... I know some people who have disabilities, problems, anything, are often closed of sharing what they have. There are a lot of people who are like, no, I do not want to speak with that and things like that, and I do understand. It's normal. I would have checking out by myself what you said today. But I feel, and I think it's always more interesting to learn from people who live the situation by themselves, other than reading a Wikipedia definition of the thing or something like that. But usually though, it's from weeks ago. What the fuck? Okay, that's... Okay, now I absolutely understand the annoying part. But... But would you be like... So the conversation is coming again. And now I'm wondering, is it part of a conversation that you heard and spoke about? Or is it part of conversation you kinda didn't focus on and didn't heard first time? For example, if I said, hey, hello, how are you? And things like that. Right now, you understand me and can answer me and process the sentence. But suddenly, in 2 weeks ago, it will happen again. Like, I'm kind of, if I'm here with you, saying, hello, how are you, once again. Is this how it works? Or will your brain not hear at first, the first processing, the direct live of the sentence of hello, how are you? And then 2 weeks after that, you're like, oh yeah, it happened. Hope you're having a good time, Zashu. You don't mind sharing, and you don't think you mentioned this to any doctors to see if it's a normal thing. You've just always had this, so you thought it was normal. I am almost certain that it is not normal. It is possible. It is possible to have reminiscence and reminders of past conversation, even as random as they should be. It's not being like, oh yeah, I spoke about this with someone, you know. But it's more like a dissociative in hearing system, and your brain is just putting you those sentences back again into your mind. It's kind of like the same as having a song stuck in your brain. But you, it's sentences and parts of conversations. Which is interesting. If you're actively involved, you are actually processing it. Okay. Unless you're also dissociating. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's not normal at this point. Yeah, I think so. Growing up for 25 years, nobody mentioned that it wasn't normal. And people accepted you as just being highly distracted. I'm not gonna put it into the ADHD umbrella, because it's already a big umbrella, but it's definitely a dissociative trouble. But the fact that it's really random bits of conversation, not the fact that you forgot, it's just that it comes back. But you should get that checked. You should, if you can, because I know there is some countries where you cannot and things like that. Without any urgency, because as you said, you live your whole life with this. Maybe just checking if... Not if there is a way to counter it, but if it's not under a bigger umbrella. I always see it as a kind of... It's different, okay? But in my mind it's related, but it's different. So keep up with me. For example, your back hurts, okay? You can go to a doctor and they will say, yes, your back hurts. And that's it. They will give you how do you say that? When you do not like suffering. Anti-pain medicine and things like that, and that's it. But then there could be a bigger umbrella to that pain, okay? Maybe you have a muscle problem, maybe there is a nerve problem, maybe there is a bone problem, maybe there is a brain problem, a lot of things like that. It's a big umbrella. Which is why in your state I would be absolutely curious of being like, is it audio problem? Is it brain problem? Is it under a bigger umbrella, or is it just on its own and, you know, it's just a feature you have? That's it. That's a DLC. That's a DLC you've collected, and unfortunately you have to deal with it. But that's so interesting. I've never heard of that, and it's so fucking interesting. The brain is so amazing in good and bad ways. Wasn't until you were 30 that someone asked why you kept asking for clarification. Also doesn't help that I have been losing your ability to hear since you were 4. Okay, so yeah, so might be related to the fact that the brain is a fantastic tool, and maybe the fact that you are slowly losing your hearing, your brain might be always into a fight or flight mode about conversations. Always being like, oh yeah, do you remember that? And it puts the conversation directly into your brain, just to be sure you've heard correctly, you've heard that, you didn't forget, and things like that. And you do that on a loop. Might be your brain doing this. You are like that with just about your brain going a little too fast. Yeah. All people's brains work differently, and it's something that I am glad we live in the time we live in terms of science, in terms of medicine and things like that, because we are finally putting a finger into people's problems. Because I don't know, maybe you've lived like this, but when you are a different kid, when you didn't learn things as the same as your classmates, you know, there are people who learn better by seeing, some people learn better by hearing, there are people who learn better by copying things. Back in the day, if your brain was working differently, and I'm putting a big quote into differently, you would set aside, and that's off, you're off grid, you're off society forever, that's done. But nowadays, we finally understand, and it's slowly getting there, but it's getting there. We are finally comprehending the fact that almost each brain, is working differently based on so many different factors. And the fact that we are currently trying to accept that, and finally being able to understand that one system, one way of doing, one way of working, one way of learning does not work the same for everyone. That's a huge advancement point for me for our current era. See, what did I told you? You told me something, and I yapped for hours. The yap master, he's back. Is it dead soon? I think it might be dead soon, so we're just gonna go. And I will try to recover after this fight, because I forgot they didn't have any SP. And in the opposite direction of normal, painkiller, anti-inflammatory. The brain is unfortunately adaptable. The brain is fantastic. I understand why we still do not know everything about the brain. But, for example, I think the best example of understanding how brain work perfectly in terms of adaptability is, for example, people who are going, people who were not born deaf or blind or thing like that. your brain will adapt to their new situation. If suddenly you go blind, your brain will enhance your hearing, smell, touch, and vice versa for anything else. It's because it will try to compensate and it will adapt to, well, the mech it is in. It's how I see things since I'm little. For me, I always see the brain as a being in a body, and the brain is just in a mecha, you know, it's trying to get its way through, it's trying to just to move around, and it's doing its best. It's doing its best. Sometimes you should pat your brain, not too hard though. Pat your brain sometime because it's trying its best, okay? Sure, we can technically function by severing the connection between left and right hemisphere of our brain because the brain works out how to rewire itself. Absolutely. Absolutely. And speaking of rewiring brains like this, a fantastic example would be, I don't know if you're interested into science aspects of and medical aspects of trying to defeat dementia and Alzheimer's sicknesses. And they are currently having medicine trying to create new neuron bridges to be able to connect a part of the brains that didn't communicate anymore but had the memory, which is something happens. And I think it's going in a good way from what I've seen lately. The news were, I think, not negative. It wasn't not really positive, but it was a way of trying to do things around. No one want to evolve. Come on. Maybe I need to put them in the reserve members. I'm always with the same battle members. Maybe I should put them away. Let me change. Can I just protect? Yeah. I'm just gonna do this very quickly. Because I think if they are not in the reserve members, they are never gonna move or anything. Who wanted to do evolves? You. Paimon. I want to... Okay. Maybe I should use some of them to convert to... I think I can have ultimate, can I? Yeah, I can have ultimate, so... Let's see... A little time for menuing, guys. I'm sorry. It's just that before I forget, I need to do it. Just to test things out. Because there might be... There we go. But we're not gonna do that unless the brain is already nearly non-functional. Yeah. I think it's more interesting gaining a sense you were born without. The brain is so sensitive to this sensation that they are easily overwhelmed. What do you mean by that? Wait. You are optimistic for this direction of treatment for those neurological disorders. Absolutely. So again, I'm saying sicknesses. It's mostly because it's the first English word that comes in my brain, and I'm very, very how can I say that? I'm left-handed. I am comment on dit maladroite? I am not good with words. Words are hard, and if anytime I say sickness, if anytime I say anything that feels off, weird, anything like that, it's never an insult, it's never something mean, it's just that I am bad with words. I just want to clarify that. because I know some people can be touchy with words, and for people who are not good with words, it's hard. Someone who has dementia and Alzheimer's running very strongly through his family history. I also, unfortunately, have, well, for example, to tell you a family tree, I do not have any great parents. Like, I don't have any grandma or grandpa. And mostly because my family is known for not living very long. No, it's because we do not grow old. It's something that happens in my family. We never grow old, and sickness is often what takes us. So I had I think it was my grandmother from my father's side, is the only grandmother I've known. And in her last years, I know she had dementia, but I do not know she had Alzheimer's, and I do not remember, so I'm pretty sure she had dementia. I'm almost certain, because I had to do some tests about that, so almost certain for that. But yep, when you have something like this in your family, you have to be careful. But you have to be careful without, you know, putting all of your brain into it, like being scared of it. I'm confident enough in medicine and myself. You put it at 90% of higher chance if you grow old enough you're going to deal with it. Yeah, it's how it's gonna happen. Or not. You do not know. You have no idea where in game you are progress-wise. What was the last big event? Yeah, back in time. Last big event was in the water world. We helped Neptunemon and Venusmon, and we learned about Akashic vision. Without giving you too many information. You're not nitpicky on word choice for someone clearly English Sanguine language. Thank you, thank you. But sometimes it's hard for when you are speaking online with people, when you are debating on forums or anywhere. And okay, so they all fell asleep. Okay. It's Mimir time. It's Mimir time. They all go to bed. It's okay. It happens. They're just tired. And yeah, it's what happened in the game lately. But yeah, debating online when English is not your favorite language, not your main language, mother tongue, it's hard because I always try to think like, oh, and what if they thought that I meant this and not this, and it's wrong and it's not working, you know, things like that. What neuron bridges? We only mapped through the fly brain neuron in 2024. Did we? Oh no. Was it the girl with us, Floramon? If we get betrayed again, I swear this game is gonna get skipped so hard. Unfortunately, you know, both tend to show up at roughly the same time in your family for like 5 generations. Oh, okay, so they go hand in hand and go for it. Okay. We are back in the future, but on a different timeline, so from where the game started, absolutely. By the future, I mean the present. Something kind of like that. It's a big mashup of timelines right now. Around 50 million connection between nearly 1,040 neurons. Damn, that's a lot. I cannot imagine a human brain. Oh, nice. Okay, we are back in 2D. Oh, these are new Digimons for our collection. Nice. Finally getting something new. You only really start correcting words when the person is either asking if there is a better word or struggling for words to begin with. Yeah, I often do that. I often do that, but the problem is that I often ask from the French word. I have the French word. I might have a poor translation of it in English or approximatives, and it's all you're gonna get, and I have to guess from this. That's how it works with me. Okay. Can we speak with him? You also remember swearing if it was another betrayal, you were gonna explode. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't like games that recycles dungeons when they have such a big potential of not doing so. Like, it's a RPG trope of going back into a dungeon you've already been because there is something like that, new passages and things like that. I hate this because nowadays, back in the day, it was acceptable because small disc side, okay? For example, for the first Final Fantasy, wait, so I cannot go... Yeah, that's what I thought. Guys, it's time for... No! No! It's time for 5 head, and I do not have 5 head. But yes, back in the day when there were not enough space in the disc, it was okay to reuse, sorry, dungeons. For that, I'm fine. Nowadays, meh. Have fun with this section. I'm already gonna have the best of fun. And of course I cannot jump, because suddenly I cannot jump. So I'm gonna go like this. Ah, yeah. Right. Oh yeah, we have a lot to discover. Absolutely bathrooms. One thing that we are currently in a dream world, so it reminds me that something I'm so much interested into is dreaming. Like how not only to the human realm, because animals do also dreams, but I'm always interested in how dreams work, why they work, when they work, what are the thing needed for something like that. It's something I am uneducated to a point that I would like to learn more about it, but I don't have time to learn more about it. Good news, you knew a smattering of French words from taking it as your second language. Oh god. Why did you do that? Even I wouldn't choose French as a second language. You don't limit that to games. You hate when stories in general use the same exact trope over and over, and is the MC isn't going to eventually start developing trust issues. Absolutely. Unless it is absolutely fundamentally needed for like character development or anything. I know, I need to move backward. Let me be. That's your favorite Digimon? Which one, Jasu? Which one? Bakemon? The little ghost? But yes, yeah, even in books when it gets repetitive, even in movies and things like that, you're like, come on, man. Procedurally generated dungeons are acceptable. Yeah, this is a good example, absolutely. You'd kid just to experience dreaming. You're stuck with night terrors. Oh god. These are awful. Maybe I can go this way. Ooh, nice. And now? Now I'm fucked. Great. on this one. Wait. Is there an invisible bridge? Did I miss the fucking invisible bridge? Yeah, I know now how it works. Was dreaming you were tailing a bad man and then I was playing with a cat. What the fuck? That's why I'm interested into dreams and nightmares, you know, and night terrors. I had a few years of night paralysis. It's been a few years I didn't have any. I'm now that I spoke about night paralysis, it's gonna happen again. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm fine. But even the night paralysis and night terrors and nightmares and dreams, it's really something that I'm interested in, because the fact that your brain can mix up so many things is so crazy. I knew it was invisible. Oh, Doruk Raymond, the red tiger dragon. Yeah, he's cute. I like him. But I'm sad we cannot ride him. He is rideable shape. Why can't we ride? Because Spanish had too many people in it already. Oh. I did learn Spanish a long time ago, and I even went to Spain. Spain. Which is funny, we don't say Spain in French. Oh, you... Okay, which one? She looks nice, but weird. In a weird way. Oh, speaking of dreams... You had a friend who created a tulpa and was around tulpa creation community. What is a tulpa? And they stopped offering German. Oh, do they? I do not know where you are from, Blood Adept. I'm sorry for your name. Oh, okay. And in France, you have the choice, depending on where you live, you have the choice between English. English is normally your second language, no matter what. In France, we learn French and English no matter what. And then you have the choice between Spanish and German, Italian. I think now you have Arabic. For some schools there is also Chinese, Japanese, and then as higher in the age you go, and then in certain type of places you can learn about unique languages, like in, for example, for Brittany you can learn Brittany language, le breton. I'm fucked. I didn't expect to defeat the boss right now, so I'm fucked. Digimon Story Time Stranger also does it well in reusing areas, as there is a clear difference in what's going on in each time period. Yes! Yes! Thanks God, yes! Yes, thankfully they did change that, because it would have annoyed me too soon in the game, and I would have given up. But every time it's a little different. Also the fact that they teleport you in various places, depending on the quest, so you do not have to run all the way through once again. Things like that, it's great. You would kill for sleep paralysis? No. 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 When you wake up almost having a cardiac arrest? No. No. No, you wouldn't. My husband had how is it called? Night terrors, and I had, and I hope to not have any more sleep paralysis. And it goes to points where it triggers paranoia to me. So when I'm in a paranoiac state, it gets very, very hard to live every day. It's been years it didn't happen, but it's awful. It's always so fucking awful. So no, you do not wish that. You do not. I can assure you, you do not. Spain. Yes, I like Spain. The country of Spain. Which shield? Okay, physical shield. Fuck. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna give up this fight. And I'm gonna go back with a better team. Because, yeah, autosave is it gonna be, okay? Okay, there she is. Better team, we said. Because I'm gonna get my ass whooped once again, so it's not something we wish. And I'm clearly under level, and I need to focus a little, so less yapping, more focusing this time. So I'm gonna get rid of those three. That's for sure. Spanish is such a convoluted language elective. They tend to teach Spain Spanish instead of Mexico Spanish where you live. Oh, yeah. I learned, and it's funny because even in French, there is different, and in Spain, there is different Spanish. I think there is a north type of Spanish and a south type of Spanish. And depending on your teacher, you get to learn one Spanish or the other, and it's not widely different, but there's a huge difference. It's the same as learning British English or American English. It's so weird. And you live in a state bordering Mexico. Oh, okay. A German teacher just moved districts and they didn't have anyone to replace him. Oh, that's too bad. You used to wake up 4 miles from your house as a child. Do you not lock doors? Because you do not have any difficulty opening doors in your sleep. I would lock my child because I already had sleepwalking to the point that I moved around the house. But here we lock doors, so I couldn't leave. But yes, okay, that I do understand when it goes up to this point. But then again, I would tie you up your bed if you were moving that much. I would have no regret or any other idea of tying my kid to the bed, being like, and you don't move tonight, kind of thing. Just to avoid them to wander in the street at night. But okay, I understand then when it's that bad. Trooper materialize being our thought form, typically in human shape. Imaginary person created physically out of intense concentration. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Preferable is to not have sleep problem. Yep, absolutely. Regional dialect. Yep. You also lockpick in your sleep apparently, because yes, they did lock your doors. What the fuck? That is next level sleepwalking shit. That is absolutely shit, like shit level, no, not shit level, like masterful level. Because if you do not know how to lockpick when you are a kid, and you lockpick while dreaming, I'm sorry, but something is inhabiting you. There is something controlling you. That's so weird. Tied in bed? Obviously you get that fucking word. Combine sleepwalking with night terrors. Well, husband had night terrors and he was moving around with night terrors, so I understand the combination of those two. You're awake now. No, tied to bed. I tie everyone to the bed now. You are all stuck. There's no one I can digivolve. Maybe I should convert. Yeah, we have some people we can convert. Wait. But yes, I can imagine why you'd prefer sleep paralysis. But again, for having sleep paralysis for a very long time, everything that comes after it, and all of the mind problem it can cause you, physical problem it can cause you. There is no good sleeping situation in the stories. Neither sleepwalking, neither night terrors, neither sleep paralysis. None of them is good. Unfortunately. And the horrible fact is that we cannot choose. Wait, no, I want to evolve you. I guess I'm gonna... No. I definitely need to keep Metal Greymon. I'm gonna try to leveling him up. I need to leveling him up. I'm gonna keep that team. Ultimate. Grappleomon is nice because he has wind. We have no one with wind. Let me see. Who do we have as an ultimate? No. Royal Nuts! Great. Grass type might be nice. Divermon is ultimate? That's a joke. That is a joke. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Should we take the poop bazooka with us? Should we? Oui. Yeah, maybe someone with grass. We already have someone with grass. I'm gonna take him. There we go. So now, I need to... do this. And I need to power up Metal Greymon. Metal Greymon who have been carrying us for a while now. Yeah, I'm gonna try to... give him some. I'm just choosing by my affinity with them. Just this. Okay, 40, it's nice. Oh, okay. Oh, I might have to leave you a little bit sooner than expected. I didn't see the time. We just yapped and I have to skill discs. Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate skill discs. I absolutely didn't see time. I thought it was. I thought we had time. I'm so sorry. I'm so dumb. I'm gonna leave you all for here. We're gonna have the fight for tomorrow. Tomorrow evening I will be back at the same time, and we will clap the boss chick ass. What do you think? Thank you for following, Blood Adept. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you enjoy. Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah, I completely forgot. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm reading what you wrote, Blood Adept. Damn. Okay, that is... yeah, that is absolutely awful. Oh god. Yeah, sorry Zashu, I stream mostly just 2 hours, I'm sorry, but I hope you enjoyed and I had a good time. Thank you. I'm capable of maintaining 3 topics simultaneously. It absolutely depends on my brain energy. It's not always like this. Often I lose one topic along the way and we never heard of it ever again. It happens. But I'm glad you enjoyed and thank you for being here. And thanks everyone for being here and for being around. I hope you had a good time. I unfortunately do not have time to raid anyone. I was took off by the time, sorry for that. I love you all. Take care. Yeah, sometimes one is too much, absolutely. I love you all. Take care. I will see you all tomorrow for more Digimon. Bye bye.